Glasgow Scotties Baseball on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the WCLU and Scotties YouTube channels. Presented by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. Right now, with the Don Franklin Auto countdown to first pitch, it's Joe Myers.
To Glasgow High School's Sam Royse Field at historic Richardson Stadium. As we have high school baseball for you today, it'll be our last regular season baseball broadcast. Today, the Glasgow Scotties entertain the Monroe County Falcons. Joe Myers, soon to be joined by Matt Gumm on the broadcast with you. Let's tell you that Monroe County comes in here at 10-15-1 on the year. They are coming off a 15-0 loss to Adair County on Saturday in their last outing. Glasgow 11-19 on the season. They lost 10-5 against Russell County on Friday in their last ball game. The Scotties have won 8 of the last 9 meetings between these two schools, but Monroe County won earlier this year to break that 8-game winning streak. Final score in that one was 10-4 back on March the 25th. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Auto countdown to first pitch, and we'll come back with our starting lineups. We're back after a 2-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant.
Back here at Sam Royse Field on the Don Franklin Auto countdown to first pitch. Let's give you the TJ Regional Health starting lineups. First for the Monroe County Falcons. Batting first and in center field will be Reese Bartley. Batting second and at first base is Travis Wood. Caden Gerald's the pitcher, will bat third. Cleanup hitter for Monroe County is the shortstop Bryson Knuckles. Briar Burke will be catching. He'll bat fifth. Number 6 hitter is the third baseman Caleb Stinson. Batting seventh and at second base is Noah Hagan. Caleb Cook bats eighth. He'll be the designated hitter. And Wade Carnahan will bat ninth. He'll be in right field. Ashley Gerald's the head coach for Monroe County. Again, they are 10-15-1 on the year. For the Scotties, their TJ Regional Health starting lineup looks like this. Weston Carroll will be at third base. He'll bat first. Number 2 hitter is the shortstop, Hudson Gum. Zach Poore will be at first base and bat third. Cleanup hitter is the catcher, Davey Williams. Batting fifth and in left field is Ryland Furlong. Boone Hatton in center field bats sixth. Number 7 hitter is the second baseman, JoJo Driver. Jackson Moore bats eighth. He's the designated hitter, hitting today for the pitcher, Austin Parker. And Stephen Garrett will be in right field and bat ninth. Scotties are 11-19 on the year. Head coach is Cameron Garman. Assistant coaches are Cord Glass, Carlos Morrison, and Dylan Poore. That's a look at your TJ Regional Health starting lineups. And when we come back, we will have our Walbert Trucking first pitch for you as we wrap up the Don Franklin Auto countdown to first pitch. We're back after a 2-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Right now, in a Hardee's kitchen near you, there's somebody hand-breading 100% white meat fillets to make you small-batch golden fried chicken from scratch for a taste that's pure, tender love and goodness, down to the very last crumb. Hardee's new hand-breaded tender platter, 100% white meat tenders served with garlic toast, fries, slaw, and an ice-cold beverage. Order ahead on the Hardee's app.
It's time for Glasgow Scotties baseball on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the WCLU and Scotties YouTube channels. Presented by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. Let's play ball!
By Matt Gum as we bring you the broadcast of this final regular season home game for the Glasgow ladies, or Glasgow Scottie baseball team as they take on the Monroe County Falcons. Matt, welcome into the broadcast. Appreciate you joining us. Getting an early start here, so again, we didn't really get much pregame in, but Scottie's coming off of a loss on Friday to Russell County by a score of 10-5. What happened in that ball game?
You know, Joe lost 10-5. Had played Russell earlier in the week, and they got up early on them, and they just sort of fell apart on a couple of things. But you know, the boys are playing pretty good. Got to dress some stuff up and get a good start here from Austin.
Austin Parker missed with his first pitch. Second pitch on the way. That one upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes here. And the hitter he is facing is Reese Bartley. Travis Wood and Caden Geralds are the other 2 hitters due up for Monroe County in the top of the first inning, brought to you by SCRTC. That one misses as well. 3 balls and no strikes here. And this pitch misses also, so a 4-pitch walk to start the ball game as Reese Bartley will head down to first base. Travis Wood due up next for Monroe County. We'll give you the numbers here, by the way, on Austin Parker. Austin is a right-handed junior. He has a 4-2 record, a 3.85 ERA, 20 strikeouts, 22 walks, now 23 walks on the season. He's thrown a team-high 43 2/3 innings, and he's making his team-high 8th start of the season today, and this pitch misses as well, so Austin yet to find the strike zone on 5 pitches. Wood, a .417 hitter with 22 RBIs and has 2 home runs. Parker sets from the stretch, and the pitch.
Got that called strike, Joe.
In there for a called strike.
You've got a lot of obstructions between you and the
umpire. I cannot see the umpire at all, actually. Now I've got 2 obstructions between. Now we go. There's 1 out of the way. And here's a ground ball back up the middle. It's a chopper, actually, fielded by JoJo Driver at second base. He'll go to first for out number 1 there as Bartley's able to advance to second on the play.
Yeah, Joe Bartley was running on that play and was able to get to the bag pretty quick. He's got some pretty good speed, so JoJo's only play there was really to first base.
And that'll bring up Caden Geralds, 304 hitter with 17 RBIs. We'll set Glasgow's defense for you here after this pitch. Parker from the stretch checks on the runner, now comes home with a pitch, and it's in there for a called strike. Glasgow's defense in the outfield is Rylan Furlong in left field, Boone Hatton in center field, Stephen Garrett in right, Weston Carroll at third base, Hudson Gums the shortstop, JoJo Driver at second, Zach Poore at first, and Davey Williams behind the plate. Here's a ball that's hit just over the glove of Hudson Gum there at shortstop into left field. That'll be a South Central Bank base hit. First of the day for Monroe County, and they have runners on the corners with one away here in the SCRTC first inning.
Joe Hudson tried to time that jump there and try to get to that ball. It was about a glove and a half short there, and the ball got into left field, but close enough that we kept Reese Bartley from trying to score on that. He just advanced one base.
Now to bring up the cleanup hitter from Monroe County, Bryson Knuckles.
Joe Bryson's batting .386 on the year and a team-leading 4 home runs.
And here's a pop-up out of play here to the right side. Ball, 1 strike to Knuckles. Parker sets and delivers. The runner takes off for second base. The throw goes through, but it's high. And Gum did not have a chance to apply the tag there. So a stolen base for Caden Gerald. So now 2 men in scoring position for the Falcons with 1 away here in the top of the first. It was a strike to Knuckles, so here's the 0-2 pitch. And Knuckles goes after one up in his eyes and fouls it off out of play. Pitch from Parker, grounded back up the middle. Gum has it at shortstop, throws to first base. That play is made. A nice job there by Hudson. Bartley does score the first run of the day for Monroe County as he comes in from third. Gerald's moves from second to third on the play. There are now 2 away with Monroe County on top by a score of 1-0. That will bring up Briar Burke, the catcher.
Joe Breyer's batting .361 on the year. Remember right, Breyer's freshman.
He is a freshman.
Yeah, they're full. They're loaded with very young team.
And this ball popped up, fouling out of play. You have 4 freshmen in the starting lineup and 2 sophomores. So they have 1 senior and 2 juniors. So that rounds out their 9 in the order. And this pitch in there for a strike. Williams with a quick throw down to third base, but Gerald's back in there safely. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And this ball going to be fouled off right into the Glasgow dugout. Everybody's okay, though.
Breyer's trying to keep Coach Poore awake over here. Make sure he was on his toes.
Burke, a .361 hitter, grounds this ball back up the middle. Gum has it at shortstop. He throws to first, and Poore has that. So that will end the top of the SCRTC first inning. 1 run comes across for the Falcons. Scotty's coming to bat.
Joe, we had 1 run on 1 hit, 1 man left on base, no errors by the Scotties, and after the first half inning, Falcons 1, Scotties to come into bat.
We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Joe Myers, Matt Gum back here with you at Sam Royse Field, historic Richardson Stadium. We have completed 1/2 inning of play. 1-0 lead for Monroe County. We want to take a look at the HVAC Services instant replay of Caden Gerald's base hit, which brought in Reese Bartley to score the first run. Actually, it wasn't a hit, I don't guess, but it was a fielder's choice. It brought Bartley in to score.
Joe Caden threw against us last time we played over in Tompkinsville on the end of March. Threw a real good game. Threw 119 pitches, gave up 4 runs, 4 earned, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. That game we could just never get anything going. They got on us early and scored 8 runs in the second inning, and then we just couldn't chip back. Got it to 4-8, and then just couldn't do it. But he did. He threw the ball pretty well against us, and we just really couldn't pack anything together. We also had 5 errors in that game.
That'll hurt you.
That'll.
I assume several of those came in that 8-run inning from Monroe County.
That would be correct, sir.
Let's set the Monroe County defense for you here as Gerald's finishing up his warm-up tosses. Out in left field for Monroe is Caleb Turner. Reese Bartley in center field. Wade Carnahan in right field. Caleb Stinson is at third base. Bryson Knuckles, the shortstop. Noah Hagan at second base. Travis Wood at first. Behind the plate is Briar Burke. And as we've already been discussing, Caden Gerald's pitching today for Monroe County. Gerald's is a right-handed sophomore with a 3-3 record, a 4.79 ERA. He struck out 17. He's also walked 17. He's thrown 30 2/3 innings, and he's making his 8th start of the season here today for the Falcons. First hitter he will face is Weston Carroll for the Scotties. First pitch in there, Weston for a called strike. Hudson Gum and Zach Poor are the other 2 Glasgow hitters, due up in the bottom of the SCRTC first inning. The 0-1 pitch on the way, and that one misses low. Weston has a .392 average, 16 RBIs, and has 1 home run on the year. Here's the 1-1. And that one is up. 2 balls and a strike. Gerald's into the motion. The pitch is going to be fouled off out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes to the Glasgow senior third baseman. The pitch misses high. Gerald's came with the breaking ball that time, but it stayed upstairs. Count is full. Now the payoff pitch is fouled off by Carroll. He turned on it, but did not keep it between the lines.
Good to see Weston seeing a bunch of pitches here, Joe. He's known for jumping on the first couple of pitches. So as a leadoff batter, you want him seeing a few, and he's done a lot better at that since getting back into that leadoff spot.
And this pitch to him misses upstairs, so it'll be a leadoff walk. Just as Monroe County had a leadoff walk in the top of the first, Glasgow gets one in the bottom of the first. That'll bring the shortstop Hudson Gum to the plate for the Scotties. Hudson batting .313 now with 11 RBIs on the season.
See how Coach Garman plays this. A lot of times he'll bunt in this situation, get him in scoring position, and hopefully get Zach up to score a run in the next.
Hudson does show bunt and lays a good one down. Only play will be to first base. As the pitcher, Geralds, comes off the mound and makes the play to first. Carroll does move to second, so the sacrifice completed there for Hudson. And that'll bring up the Glasgow senior first baseman, Zach Poor.
Glasgow Scotties is first baseman, number 20, Zach Poor.
Lady Scotty softball team hosting Franklin Simpson today. That game not scheduled to start until 6 o'clock. We'll try to get you some scores on that one as we go along. Carroll gets his lead at second base. The pitch to Poor, and Zach turns on it, rips one into right field. Carroll going to be held up there at third base. So a South Central Bank base hit there for Zach Poor, but short field out there in right, and so they decide not to take any chances. Hold Carroll at third base. Just one out on the board, so still a chance to get him in on a sacrifice fly. And that will bring up the cleanup hitter for the Scotties today, Davey Williams.
Yeah, Davey's been really hot lately, Joe. He's since the Franklin game where he hit the walk-off grand slam. He's just found another level of hitting and raised his batting average about 100 points.
Yeah,
actually.
it's rocketed up to 311.
Yep.
18 RBIs and 3 home runs, so nobody you'd rather have at the plate in this situation for the Scotties right now. Runners on the corners, 1 out. And Davies showed bunt, pulls back, and now they throw through to second base as the runner takes off, and now they throw Weston Carroll out trying to come home.
Yep, threw the ball to the second baseman. A play we run a lot, Joe, when the catcher pops up and throws, you see the arm motion going, and the second baseman comes in, makes the throw to the plate, and got Weston.
Weston looks like he has hurt himself as he comes to the dugout here. Hopefully he's going to be okay. So there are now 2 away with Zach Poore at second base. And this pitch going to be fouled off out of play.
First pitch was a ball.
So 1-1 now to Davy. The pitch misses upstairs. 2-1 to Williams.
Same pitch, trying to get him to chase up. David gone up and got that last one, Joe, and fouled it off backwards. So they're going to try to pitch him up and get him to chase.
Gerald sets, checks on Poore, now delivers, and a pitch in the dirt, but Williams goes after it. Fouled it off. 2-2 now. Just barely did get a piece of it. Balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the SCRTC first inning. Monroe County leads 1-0. Poore takes off for third base on the pitch, and it's going to be fouled off out of play.
And I'd expect something down in the dirt again on this one. Joe's got him 2-2 and has been pitching him up and got him to chase the pitch last time on off speed down. So
another 2-2 here, and another foul ball out of play. Rylan Furlong on deck if Davey is able to reach here with 2 away. Geralds checks Poore, now comes home, and this one is in the dirt, but Williams able to lay off, so the count will go full. The 3-2 on the way. Williams turns on it, fouls it off down the left field side. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Williams hits a fly ball to center field. Bartley chasing it down, and he will track it down as he drifts over to his left. And that will end the SCRTC first inning. Scotty's going to strand a runner in scoring position after 1.
Joe, Scotty's getting no runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base, no errors by the Falcons. And after 1 complete, the Falcons 1, the Scotties 0.
Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Joe Myers, Matt Gumm back here with you at Sam Royse Field, and we weren't sure if Weston Carroll was going to be able to come out and play third base here in the second inning. He injured his left hand, it looks like, his wrist maybe, as he was sliding into home plate there on that play at the plate, but he did go back out, and he's going to give it a try here. 1-0 lead for Monroe County. Austin Parker delivers his first pitch of the inning. It's popped up on the infield. JoJo Driver calling for it, and he will make the catch. One away here in the second inning. The second inning brought to you by HVAC Services. That'll bring up Noah Hogan here.
Hagen. Joe, I believe he's a Hagen.
It is Hagen. Yep, it is Hagen. Couldn't read my own handwriting. Here's a chopper back up the middle, and Gumm has it. He'll throw to first base. Out number 2. Good job there by Hudson to charge it. Got a nice big hop to play it off of. Made a good throw.
Gotta love the Sunday hops, Joe.
Yes, sir.
He's been getting a few lately that weren't quite Sunday.
And 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the second inning. That'll bring up the DH, Caleb Cook. He's hitting today for the left fielder, Caleb Turner. Pitch from Parker in there for a called strike. The 0-1. Also in there for a strike, 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch is a fly ball to right center field. Boone Hatton giving it chase, and it is off the fence out there. Stephen Garrett, the right fielder, is actually who will get to it first. He'll throw it back in, but it's a double for Cook.
2-strike double there, Joe. Good bit of hitting by Mr. Cook.
That'll bring up Wade Carnahan. Monroe County leads it 1-0 here in the HVAC Services, top of the second inning. Parker checks on the runner at second, now delivers the pitch home. It's a breaking ball in there for a strike. The 0-1 on the way. Another breaking ball and a swing and a miss by Carnahan. He was fooled badly on that pitch.
Yeah, he was way out in front and on his front foot, and Austin threw a really good pitch there.
Parker looking for his first strikeout of the day here, an 0-2 count, and a swing and a miss at another curveball.
There we go.
And that is an Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout for Austin Parker, as Monroe County gets one base runner, but nothing more than that here in the top of the second.
Yeah, Joe, the Falcons have no runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base, no errors by the Scotties. So after an inning and a half, it's the Monroe County Falcons 1, the Glasgow Scotties 0.
Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Back here at Sam Royse Field here in Glasgow at historic Richardson Stadium. It is Monroe County 1, Glasgow nothing, as we go to the bottom half of the HVAC Services second inning. And we want to take a look at the HVAC Services instant replay of Austin Parker getting his first strikeout of the day as he set down Wade Carnahan on 3 pitches. First three hitters due up for the Scotties will be Rylan Furlong, Boone Hatton, and JoJo Driver, the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Rylan batting .217 on the season, 5 RBIs.
Another player that's been hitting the ball well, Joe. Been putting the ball in play in some pretty good situations. So good to see him doing that as a senior.
Rylan, one of 6 seniors in the order today for the Scotties. Here's a ground ball, and that's going to get through the hole between short and third into left field for a leadoff base hit, a South Central Bank base hit for Rylan Furlong here in the second inning. And that will bring up the center fielder, Boone Hatton.
Make another prediction of a potential bunt to move the runner over here.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Boone does handle the bat pretty well to be able to bunt and get the ball down. So hopefully gets this down the line. Third baseman's playing even. So
Gerald's going to throw to first base, but Furlong back in safely. Well, you're 2 for 2 on prediction so far today, I think. You caught a bunt on that first one, and then you caught a pitch in the dirt, and it came.
So we'll see. I'll stop if this one hits, Joe.
As long as you're right, you're going to keep predicting. And Hatton did square the bunt, but he pulled back and took a bunt. That counts.
All right,
he squared the bunt, so yeah, you can keep predicting.
Okay.
Pulled back and took a ball low.
Third baseman now playing in on the edge of the grass, couple of steps, so they're expecting the same.
Gerald's with the pitch, and Hatton does lay a bunt down the first base line, a really good one. The only play for Gerald's coming off the mound will be at first base.
And Gerald's made a real good play there, Joe. That ball, Boone had almost pushed it by him, and he took a good angle to get to it. But
so Scotty's now with 2 sacrifice bunts on the day, successfully completed, and that will bring up JoJo Driver with Furlong now at second base.
Yeah, JoJo's cooled off a little bit, Joe. He was hitting the ball really good after coming up to the season after the basketball, and he's always a threat to lay down a bunt.
Showed bunt really early here, laid it down, and then another nice play by Gerald's coming off the mound. It does move Furlong over to third base, but Gerald's actually dove after that. Well, he picked it up and then threw it as he was diving to try to get it there before to beat the Driver. And he was able to do it.
Yeah, that's another really good play to come off the mound. Needless to say, JoJo's got a lot of speed and was bunting for a base hit there, Joe.
So Furlong 90 feet away out there at third base. Trying to tie this game up. The hitter will be Jackson Moore.
Joe Jackson is 1 for 5 on the year. Got the start on senior night last week and ended up with 1 for 3 and had a nice hit to center field in his second at-bat in that game.
Swing and a miss here. 0-1 to him as Gerald's come set. And the pitch. And a foul ball by Moore. In softball, it is Butler County on top of Edmonson County 1-0 after 1 inning of play. And in baseball, Warren East leads Edmonson County 2-0. That's after 1 inning of play as well. Gerald's with a pitch, and Moore swings and misses for strike 3. And Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout there for Caden Gerald's, and the Scotties will leave a runner stranded there at third base.
Joe, the Scotties had no runs on 1 hit, no errors by the Falcons, and 1 runner left on base after 2 complete. It's Monroe County 1, Glasgow 0.
We'll take a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with a same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant.
Joe Myers, Matt Gunn back here with you as we go to the top of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning. Monroe County with a 1-0 lead. And we'll take a look at an HVAC Services instant replay of that double by Caleb Cook from Monroe County back in the top of the second inning. Leading things off for the Falcons here will be Reese Bartley, Travis Wood, and Caden Geralds as we're back at the top of the order. 1-2-3 here for the Falcons.
Yeah, Reese had a 4-pitch walk last time up. Threat bunt. Reese has got a lot of speed, so.
And he watches the first pitch go by upstairs. He's not seen a strike yet, excuse me.
Had to swing the bat or even do anything with it, so might just sit there and wait. There he saw one.
The 1-0 looks good, and it is in there for a called strike. Bartley, a left-handed hitter. Parker with the 1-1 pitch. And Bartley fouls it off into the Monroe County, or just over the top of the Monroe County dugout as everybody bailed out of there. So Parker heading the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And a ground ball into left field for a South Central Bank base hit. So Bartley has reached both times today. First time on a walk, this time on a base hit. And a leadoff single here for the Falcons. That will bring up the first baseman, Travis Wood.
Yeah, Travis grounded ball up the middle to JoJo last time.
Wood, a .417 hitter. He leads the club with that .417 average. Also leads the team with 22 RBIs. Actually second on the team with 22 RBIs. And Parker will throw to first base, but Bartley back in safely. Parker again will throw to first. Bartley slides back in there. Now the pitch in the dirt. Williams, though, with a good block, keeps it in front of him.
Definitely.
That kept the runner at first base. Now the 1-0. This one low. Williams with a snap throw down to first base, but again, Bartley back in there. 2 balls, no strikes to Wood. And this pitch again in the dirt, and again, Williams able to stop it, keep it in front. And now the throw down on this pitch, and it's going to be a little bit late. It'll be a stolen base for Bartley. The pitch to Wood was a called strike. Bartley gets his lead at second base. Parker checking on him. Now the pitch. And that's high, so that'll be a walk here with nobody out. And the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning puts runners at first and second for the number 3 hitter in the order, Caden Geralds.
Pitcher, Mr. Geralds, had a base hit over the top of Hudson's head last time, Joe, in the first inning for one of their 2 hits on the day. Now 3.
And a pitch in there for a called strike to start this at bat. Parker takes a look at Bartley at second. Gum holding him on out there. Now they'll come home with a pitch. It's a bunt. Popped up, though. Going to be caught by Parker. He'll go to second base for the out there. Back to first. And they cannot complete the triple play. We almost had the triple play here. A fly out to the pitcher, and then he went to Gum there at second base, and I could not tell if Hudson's throw was a little low or if we just couldn't handle it at first base or what.
I couldn't tell who was covering. If it was, I thought Zach maybe came and JoJo was covering it. It pulled JoJo off the bag trying to make it quick. But
again, we do not have much of a view of first base from where we're having to sit right now. But either way, it's 2 outs on the board.
Pitcher's best friend.
Yep. Here's Bryson Knuckles.
Bryson grounded out to Hudson last time.
Here's a fly ball to the right side. It's going to go foul.
Yeah, Bartley was almost on top of third base when Austin caught that, and Wood had broken and was about halfway. So the really good play would have been first and then to short because there was no way Bartley was getting back. But in the moment,
that takes awful lot of thinking in a very short amount of time. The 0-1 pitch coming from Parker here, and this one's a breaking ball in the dirt. Williams with a snap throw down to first base, but the runner back in. One ball, one strike the count. The pitch to Knuckles. Ground ball right side. Poor has it at first base. He'll be able to step on the bag himself.
Great defensive play there by Zach.
Falcons going to be held scoreless here in the third.
Yeah, Joe, the Falcons have no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and no errors by the Scotties. So after 2.5, the Falcons 1, the Scotties 0.
Back after a 1-minute break on WCLU Sports.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Welcome back to Sam Royse Field here at historic Richardson Stadium. Joe Myers, Matt Gum along with you for the broadcast as we go to the bottom half of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning. And leading things off for the Scotties will be the 9-1 two-hitters, Stephen Garrett, Weston Carroll, and Hudson Gum.
Joe, across town, the Barron County Trojans are playing on their senior night against Nelson County, and that game's just started.
This pitch popped up here by Garrett on the infield. Actually, in the shallow part of center field, and backing up and making the catch will be Bryson Knuckles, the shortstop, for 1 away. Here's Weston Carroll. Weston hitting .392 on the year.
Joe Weston walked the last time up in the top of the bottom of the first, and ended up getting thrown out on the double steal for the second out.
Caden Gerald's with a pitch, and it misses high.
Hope his wrist is okay. We'll be able to tell here on this swing pretty quick.
The 1-0 from Gerald's. That one misses outside, I believe. Knew we were supposed to have some showers in the air today, but it's a little windier than I expected it to be.
Sure is.
Here's the 2-0. And this ball ripped into left center field. That wrist looks like it's just fine as Carroll rounds first base on his way to second. And he'll be there with a stand-up one-out double here in the third.
Great bit of hitting by Weston.
And here is the Glasgow shortstop, Hudson Gum.
That's Weston's 12th double on the year.
Wow.
Needless to say, that leads the team. Zach Poor is next with 7. Be nice to see number 13 get a ball about the same place right here, Joe, and score Weston.
Hudson hitting .313 on the year. Looking for his 12th RBI this season here. If he can get Carroll in with a base hit, this pitch misses upstairs to Gum.
To see what type of coverage they had on there, square around, and it's usually a slash there to see third baseman comes, shortstop's moving, and it's creating some pretty good holes offensively here if you can find a slap.
And that's exactly what he tried to do, hit a line shot, but it's going to be caught by the second baseman, Noah Hagan, and he'll step on the bag at second base, and just very tough luck that time for the Scotties as Gum hit it on the nose, but it was right at Hagan, and then Carroll was too far off the bag at second, of course. He was looking for that ball to go through, and they double him off.
Scotties getting no runs on one hit, no errors by the Falcons, and nobody left on base.
We've completed 3. It's 1-0. Monroe County on top of the Scotties. Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Right now, in a Hardee's kitchen near you, there's somebody hand-breading 100% white meat fillets to make you small batch golden fried chicken from scratch. For a taste that's pure, tender love and goodness, down to the very last crumb. Hardee's new hand-breaded tender platter, 100% white meat tenders served with garlic toast, fries, slaw, and an ice-cold beverage. Order ahead on the Hardee's app.
If you already have internet through SCRTC, there's a pretty good chance your speed just went up, maybe even paying less. And if you don't, check on fiber optic with SCRTC in your area, because 500 meg is now only $70. That's 500 down and upload. And if you want more speed, SCRTC got it, up to 5 gig of it. Make the switch right now at scrtc.com and we'll do the install free. This won't last forever. With unmatched customer support, SCRTC, your best and last internet provider.
Joe Myers, Matt Gum back here with you at Sam Royse Field. We go to the top of the Garcia's Grill 4th inning. It is Monroe County with a 1-0 lead over the Scotties. And
Joe,
the Falcons.
Both pitchers throwing real well. You know, Parker's thrown 39 pitches. Gerald's only thrown 31. Scotty's got 3 hits. Falcons got 3 hits as well. So Briar Burke is up, and he grounded out to Hudson last time in the first.
First pitch of the inning from Austin Parker misses. Burke bats .361, has 17 RBIs, does have a home run. And this ball hit well into center field, but Boone Hatton will make the play out there. It was hit hard, but Hatton just had to come in a few steps to make the catch. That'll bring up the third baseman, Caleb Stinson.
Caleb flew out to JoJo his last time up to lead off the second.
And Monroe County obviously has a good freshman class here. As we said, they've got 4 freshmen in the starting lineup here for them today.
Joe, Monroe County was one of the districts in our area that took the advantage of the COVID year that was offered by KHSAA.
Fly ball here to left field. Rylan Furlong looks to have it caught, and he does. Two down here in the 4th. What were you saying, Matt?
And most of these players have got that COVID year, but, you know, that was an option that their school system gave the kids, and the parents were allowed to hold that kid and have them repeat the grade. And so a lot of these kids are mixed into that, but should make for a pretty good team over in Monroe County over the next couple of years.
This pitch going to be fouled off out of play.
You know, they're in the district with Metcalf, Clinton, Cumberland, them, and then they've got Russell in that. And you'll say Russell's the really, really good team in that district. And, you know, those other 4 are all mixed pretty close to each other. Metcalf's down a little bit this year.
0-2 here to Noah Hagan. Pitch from Parker. Misses upstairs. What were you saying, Matt?
Yeah, those other 3 teams right there actually vying for the second seed in the district. Not sure how that's fallen out exactly.
Breaking ball here misses upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Of course, that district tournament, just like ours, will start next week.
Now the 2-2. Breaking ball here is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Austin, after starting with 2 strikes, now throwing 3 straight balls, and hopefully can get Mr. Hagan, who grounded out short his last time up.
Ground ball foul down the third base line. Payoff pitch here from Parker. Ground ball to third base. Great diving stop by Weston Carroll right along the line. His throw's going to be a little bit high, though. Pulls Poor off the bag, and it gets past Zach, but ball does stay in play, and Hagan does not try to take second. But an outstanding play just to keep that ball in the infield there by Carroll. That'll be an infield single.
Yes, sir. Yeah, great dive by Weston there, just trying to get up and throw the ball quick. And again, Hagan gets down the line pretty well. Caleb Cook up now, Joe. He had the 2-strike hit to right center. Last time that was the double that ended up getting stranded in the bottom of the second inning.
Austin Parker working from the stretch with Hagan on at first base. First pitch to him, misses upstairs. Get you some scores here. It is in softball, Butler County on top of Edmonson County 2-0 at the end of the third. Edmonson County in baseball has taken a 3-2 lead over Warren East at the end of the second. And this pitch misses, I think, and the throw down to first base. Did he call that a strike?
I thought it was right at the top of the zone, Joe, but I don't think he did.
I think he
called it 2-0.
2-0. The throw down to first base was not in time. So 2 balls and no strikes with Hagan on at first base. And this pitch misses low, so 3-0 here to Cook. I know Cook had a double his last time up, but he's just a 135 hitter. You'd like to see him earn his way on the base paths here.
Absolutely.
And taking all the way, and it misses inside, so a 4-pitch walk by Austin Parker. And we'll put runners at first and second with 2 down, and here comes the right fielder, Wade Carnahan.
That's Austin's third walk of the day, 2 of which have been 4-pitch walks. And Carnahan up, pitched Carnahan real well last time. Joe struck him out on 3 straight pitches.
Breaking ball here misses downstairs. Monroe County 1, Glasgow 0 in the top of the Garcia's Grill 4th inning. 2 outs on the board. Runners at first and second for the Falcons. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, I believe. Throw down to first base is not in time. Did the umpire call a strike?
He did on that one, Joe.
Okay,
that
I
was
thought he
strike.
did, but it's not on the board yet. Okay, there we go. Well, Davey has thrown down to first base a bunch here in this ball game. Going to get one before too long.
Yeah, I thought he had him the one there.
Here's the 1-1. And the curveball is just foul by a few inches.
Glad the chalk wasn't smeared behind third base, Joe, or I think that was very close.
One and 2 to Carnahan, who, by the way, is a 271 hitter.
I'm not going to make a prediction, Joe, but if I was, I would say this ball is going to be an off-speed pitch down in the dirt.
Sounds like a prediction to me. Here's the 1-2. It is an off-speed pitch, but not in the dirt. It's a base hit into left field, a Sasser Bank base hit. They're going to try to score Hagan as the throw home will be cut off, and Hagan will come in to make it 2-0. RBI number 15 on the year there for Wade Carnahan. Well, half your prediction was right, so
yeah.
You can keep prognosticating, I guess.
Reese Bartley up from Monroe County. Reese walked on 4 pitches his first time up, and then had a base hit to left center the next time.
And this ball hit in the air to center field. Boone Hatton will make the catch. And that will end the top of the Garcia's Grill 4th inning. But Monroe County able to add to its lead as they push 1 run across here in the 4th.
Joe, the Falcons had 1 run on 2 hits We had 2 runners left on base and no errors by the Scotties. So after 3.5, the Falcons 2, the Scotties 0.
1 minute break here on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people.
.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
The Glasgow Scotties will send up Zach Poore, Davey Williams, and Rylan Furlong to start the bottom of the Garcia's Grill 4th inning. Glasgow trailing Monroe County 2-0. Let's quickly take a look at an HVAC Services instant replay. We go back to the bottom of the 3rd inning when Weston Carroll ripped a double to left center field. Unfortunately, the Scotties were not able to bring him around. Here's Zach Poore.
Joe Zach has one of the Scotties' 3 hits on a ball he ripped to right field and ended up being stranded at second base.
Gerald started him with a breaking ball that was low. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Poore pops this one up. It's going to get foul and out of play. Oh, and that sounded like it landed right on top of somebody's car.
Probably mine, Joe. That was the general vicinity that I'm parked. So I'll thank Zach for that later.
Well, yeah. And here is a ball ripped down the right field line. And the irony of all that is, guess who Matt's insurance agent is?
Yeah, we're all here together, Joe.
We may be filing a claim tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see.
At least you can verify it for me.
There you go. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Poore. Pitch on the way. And this is a fly ball to center field. Pretty well hit. Bartley drifting back on it, and he will make the catch on the run. Well, I think the wind carried that ball a little bit as Bartley just kept on tracking until he got to the bottom of the little berm out there in center field and made the catch.
Yeah, and that ball was actually floating up the hill, and the wind was holding it up, Joe. I mean, he actually got to the base of the hill and made a good play. I mean, this team's playing some pretty good defense right now.
That'll bring the catcher, Davey Williams, to the plate for the Scotties. And he hits a ground ball at the shortstop, Knuckles, but he bobbles it.
I took care of that for him right there, Joe.
The old broadcaster jinx.
Not intentional by any means, just in case anybody from Tompkinsville is listening to this broadcast.
So that error on the Knuckles allows Williams to reach out to bring up the left fielder, Rylan Furlong.
Joe Rylan got a base hit his last time up into left field between the third baseman and shortstop.
Gerald's from the stretch, and the pitch misses low.
Try to piece something together here, Joe. We've just not been able to get 2 consecutive hits going, and so hopefully we can get something going here with the middle of the lineup.
Throw to first base, but runner back in safely there. We probably have a courtesy runner for Davey. I think that's Landon Martin, number 8.
I believe
is that
it
right?
is. You are correct.
1-0 pitch misses low. 2 balls and no strikes.
I can see Landon get a good jump here. And
here's the 2-0. And that one's high. 3 balls and no strikes now to Rylan. Boone Hatton due up next. And this pitch misses off the plate outside, so 4 straight balls here to Furlong. That puts runners at first and second for Mr. Boone Hatton. It's 1 away here in the Garcia's Grill, bottom of the 4th inning.
Joe Boone had a sacrifice bunt, 1-3 his last time up. Gerald's made a good play to get him out at first. We got first and third with 1 out here, or first and second with 1 out here. Falcons are definitely looking for the bunt here.
Hatton not showing bunt, takes the ball outside. Now the third baseman Stinson is several steps in on the grass down there at third.
Yeah, and they have same sort of defense that they had last time, where the shortstop's pushing behind him and second baseman's on the back. So hopefully we.
This pitch in the dirt
by Briar.
Yeah, really good block that time by Burke behind the plate.
Sorry, I call him by his first name.
You're good.
One of Hudson's really good friends, so we go back a pretty good ways.
2 balls, no strikes. Gerald's with the pitch. And this ball hit well and fair just inside the line, down the left field line. They're going to send Martin around. And now Furlong going to slide into third base as the left fielder Turner had some trouble coming up with that baseball over there. So the Scotties on the board. They trail 2-1 here in the Garcia's Grill 4th inning, and runners at second and third. So Scotty still can do more damage here with JoJo Driver coming to the plate.
Yeah, we'll give that a base hit, Joe, with an E7 on the coming up with the ball out there has allowed the runners to advance another base. And now if we can get JoJo to get something going and get this run, looks like the Falcons are playing back, so contact should score this run.
And Driver lays a bunt down the first base line. Gerald's only play will be to first, and the Scotties with a little safety squeeze there as Furlong does come in to score from third base to tie the ball game up.
Yeah, Gerald's took a peek at home plate, but we were definitely in. So it looks like we have Bam Nolly for Jackson Moore here. Bam Nolly will enter the game as the DH, still hitting for Austin Parker.
Bam did not get the start today, but coming in here in the 4th. Bam, a .244 hitter with 16 RBIs.
Another young man's been hitting the ball well, Joe. He's really found his stride here lately, too. So hopefully he can continue to stay hot and get this extra run in.
And here is a line shot caught by the second baseman Hagan out there, and that will bring an end to the Garcia's Grill 4th inning. But Scotties get 2 runs here in the 4th inning, and we have a brand new ball game here at Sam Royse Field as Matt adds up all the numbers.
Yep. Joe,
from
we've
that
got
inning.
2 runs on 2 hits by the Scotties. We got 2 errors by the Falcons and 1 runner left on base. So after 4 complete, we've got the Monroe County Falcons 2 and the Glasgow Scotties 2.
Back after a 1-minute break on WCLU Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
It'll be Travis Wood, Caden Geralds, Bryson Knuckles, the 2-3-4 hitters due up for Monroe County to begin the Walbert Trucking top of the 5th inning. Want to take a quick look at the HVAC Services instant replay of Glasgow scoring their first run of the day. It was an RBI single for Boone Hatton down the left field line that brought in Landon Martin, who was running for Davey Williams as a courtesy runner. And on the first pitch of the top of the 5th, Wood goes to the left side with it, and he is into left field for a Southfield Bank base hit there.
First time he's hit the ball left side on us all year, Joe. He's been pull right, and we had a little bit of a shift on towards that side expecting that, and he just put it right through the hole between short and third.
Now to bring up the Monroe County pitcher, Caden Geralds.
Double his first time up and did the little bunt that we almost had the triple play on, bunted it right back to Austin.
Breaking ball looked like from Parker, misses. Looked good from our vantage point. May have been a bit inside. Now the 1-0. Another breaking ball. This one off the handle, it looked like. A slow roller to Gum. Going to be a tough play to first base. He got it there in time. And then Poor threw in behind Wood at second base, but the tag a little bit late that time. But a really nice job by Hudson. That was a slow roller, and he had to hurry that throw to first base, Matt.
Yep, he was. Ball was hit pretty slow and was able to get to it and make a good throw across there to get Mr. Geralds at first base. So for the first out of the inning.
Now to bring up the shortstop, Bryson Knuckles.
Bryson is 0 for 2, 6. Hit the ball to the shortstop and hit the ball back to Austin.
Curveball that time from Parker in there for a strike. Knuckles, a .386 hitter with 25 RBIs. He leads the team with 4 homers. Parker's breaking ball this time stays up. Oh, I'm sorry, it was called a strike.
I stand corrected, Joe. Bryson hit the ball to Zach at first base his last time up.
No balls and 2 strikes here to Knuckles. Parker checks on the runner at second. Now the pitch, fastball in the dirt. Williams a good block again to keep it in front.
Kept it head down and took the ball right off the front of the mass. It was a very good block by Davey.
Davey not the normal starting catcher for the Scotties, but he's done a good job back there behind the plate today. Now the 1-2. Here's a ground ball to Gum at shortstop. Going to have a play at third. Now they've got Wood in a rundown. Carroll chasing him back to second base. Now they give to Driver. Driver chasing him towards third, and it'll be Parker who tags him out going to third.
And luckily, Knuckles stayed at first base and didn't advance to second. So a very good run down there by the Scotties. Joe, we'll call that 6-5-4-1 on the out for those of you who are scoring at home.
If you say so. Just a base running mistake that time by Travis Wood. You're a runner at second base. You don't ever run to third when the ball's hit in front of you like that. If it's hit behind you, yeah, take off. If it's hit in front of you, you do not go to third in that situation.
Ball was definitely in front of him, and was easy play for Hudson to just scoop it up and make a throw to Dale. And
here's Briar Burke at the plate.
Briar's 0 for 2 so far. 6 hit the ball to the shortstop his first time, and then hit the ball really well to center field his last time up.
Breaking ball misses here. Williams throws to first again. This one in the dirt, and a nice dig that time by Poor there to keep that ball from going into right field.
Zach saved a lot of plays for us at first base this year. He's an excellent first baseman.
The 1-0 in there for a called strike at the knees. We're tied at 2 here in the bottom of the Garcia's Grill, or the top of the Walbert Trucking 5th inning, excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike count here to Burke. Parker with the pitch. Curveball, and this is going to be a base hit into right field. Garrett able to get it back in quickly. But a Southfield Bank base hit there for Burke. Runners now at first and second with 2 down here in the 5th. That'll bring up the third baseman, Caleb Stinson.
Caleb's 0 for 2 on the day. He flew out to the second baseman, JoJo Driver, and then flew out to the left fielder, Rylan Furlong, his last time up in the 4th.
In baseball, Barron County leads Nelson County 5-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Parker with the first pitch of this at bat, and it'll be fouled off by Stinson down the third base line.
Had Caleb out front on that one, and keep him mixed up here.
No balls, one strike. Parker sets and delivers. Curveball. And Williams again will throw down to first base. Boy, Davey, I bet he's thrown down to first base at least 10 times in this ball game. The pitch was a strike, so 0-2 here.
Stealing.
Runner takes off for third, and here's a base hit into center field. That's going to allow. The runner trips here. Knuckles coming around third, and he'll have to go back to third base because of that. We've had some light rain here off and on throughout this ball game, and Knuckles came off the dirt onto the grass trying to make the turnaround third, and his feet just went right out from under him. So tough break there for Monroe County. A good break for the Scotties, as that keeps the bases loaded, and nobody has scored yet. And coming up to the plate here will be Noah Hagan.
Yeah, Joe, and Knuckles was actually running on that pitch and had, would have really probably scored easily. Hagan is 1 for 2 on the day with a base hit.
Parker
his last time up, and grounded out to the shortstop in the second.
Excuse me, Matt. Parker misses low with that first pitch, 1-0. The 1-0 on the way now, and that one is high. Nowhere to put Hagan. Bases are loaded. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, need to get a ground ball here and make a good defensive play, and let's get out of this inning.
Fastball in there for a call strike. 2-2 ball game. We're in the Walbert Trucking top of the 5th inning.
Hagan's hit last time was left field between short and third.
And this pitch from Parker is high, so 3 balls and a strike. Austin's got to find the strike zone with this next one to avoid walking one in.
Thank you, our stat man over here, Eric Abner, let me know that was the ball that...
This pitch in the dirt, so that's ball 4. And that will walk a run in as Knuckles comes in to score. And that will draw a visit to the mound for Glasgow pitching coach Cord Glass. Now a 3-2 lead for Monroe County here in the Walbert Trucking 5th inning. And while they visit on the mound, let's tell you that school's almost out, but the deals are just getting started at Don Franklin. Choose from thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for most makes and models. Hurry into Don Franklin or DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Joe Austin's at 77 pitches so far today. 47 of them have been strikes, so his ratio's a little off compared to what he has been. He's given up 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. Got 4 walks and 1 strikeout so far, and looks like he will stay on the mound for the Scotties and face Caleb Cook, which was a double his first time up in the second, and then walked on 4 pitches in the 4th.
Softball, it is Butler County 6, Edmondson County nothing after 4 innings of play. And in baseball, Edmondson County continues to lead Warren East 3-2 after 4 innings as well. Parker with a pitch in the dirt. Again, Williams able to block it, keep the runners put. Bases are still loaded here. 2 down. Monroe County leading it 3-2.
Burke at third, Stinson at second, and Hagan at first.
Parker with a 1-0. This pitch in there for a called strike. Berrien County and Nelson County have now completed 2 innings of play with the Trojans on top 5-0. The 1-1 from Parker. That one misses a bit low. Parker with the 2-1. And this is a foul ball. Came up and hit Cook while he was still in the box. So Deuce is wild now.
Good time for Austin's second strikeout here, Joe.
Breaking ball called, strike 3. And that is an Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout for Austin Parker, and it does leave the bases loaded for Monroe County. They do get one run across, but Parker did a good job to get out of it without any further damage being done there in the top of the fifth. We'll give Matt a second to add all this up.
Joe, the Falcons have got one run on 3 hits, 3 runners left on base, and no errors by the Scotties.
It is Monroe County 3, Glasgow 2. We're back after a 1-minute break on WCLU Sports.
Home and auto insurance from
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Monroe County 3, Glasgow 2 as we go to the bottom half of the Walbert Trucking 5th inning for the Scotties. First 3 hitters will be Stephen Garrett, Weston Carroll, and Hudson Gum, 9, 1, and 2 in the order.
Bottom of the 5th here, Joe, and with this part of our order, really like to see Stephen get us started here and roll it back to the top of their order and try to get a crooked number up on the board for us here.
Lady Scottie softball team in action at home today against Franklin Simpson, and it is Franklin on top 8-2 over the Lady Scotties in the middle of the 2nd inning. First pitch of this inning for Caden Geralds is going to be grounded foul by Stephen Garrett down the first base side. Stephen has a .240 average. No balls and a strike to him here. Gerald's into the windup and the pitch. And that fastball misses way upstairs.
Joe, Stephen flew out his last time up into short center to the shortstop. Mr. Knuckles went back and made a play.
Now the 1-1. Garrett pops it up into short right field. And the catch going to be made by the second baseman, Noah Hagan, who drifted back into the outfield there. 1 away. Here's the Glasgow senior third baseman, Weston Carroll.
Weston is 1 for 1 today. Walked in the first, ended up getting stranded at third, and then had the nice double to left center his last time up.
He sees the first pitch called a strike at the knees.
More shin, but okay.
Yeah, it was a little low, it looked like. The 0-1. And Carroll fouls this one back, and it's going to get out of play. Not by much. The catcher, Burt, gave it a look. Got all the way to the backstop, but ball just did get out of play.
2 strikes here on Bell, and it looks like the Falcons have got him shifted a little bit to the left side, which not surprised, but he hits the ball all over the ballpark. So
Gerald's with the 0-2 pitch. And that one
nice take
misses.
There. Yep. Try to get him with an off-speed switch, try to get him to chase, and Weston held off.
Now the 1-2. And Carroll with a base hit into left field, a south of the bank base hit there for Weston. And a 1-out single there brings Hudson Gum to the plate.
Joe Hudson is 0 for 1 on the day. He had a sacrifice in the first, and then had the line drive that ended up into a double play The ball hit to the second baseman.
.313 hitter is Hudson Gum.
Try to piece two hits together here, Joe, against Gerald's, and get some runners on in front of Zach Poore.
And Gum fouls it off. Monroe County 3, Glasgow 2, bottom of the Walmart Trucking 5th inning here at Sam Royse Field at historic Richardson Stadium. The final home game of the season for the Scotties. Gerald sits from the stretch. And this pitch misses low. Hopefully the next time the Scotties take the field in 2025, we will have a nice stadium built here, and we'll have an indoor press box, and everything will be good to go. That's the hope anyway. That's the plan. A 1-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss by Gum. The plan is to start work very soon after the baseball season ends, I believe. So their goal is to have everything done by the time the season starts next year.
And a 1-2 to Hudson here.
Gerald's comes set, now steps off the rubber. Time
Joe,
called by Gum, I believe.
Could happen if the Scotties were to win the district tournament. The first round of the region is at the winner's place. So if we were to win district tournament, we could have a home game here for the first round of the region.
Oh, that is true. I forgot that the winners host first round now in the district. Here's a swing and a miss by Gum, but the ball in the dirt, and they'll throw down to first base. Couldn't do that anyway because first base was occupied. However, it is a free ball, so that allows Carroll to take second base. It's a live ball there in that situation.
Hudson swung at a tough pitch in the dirt there, and Gerald's got him with the off-speed pitch down, but Weston is in scoring position. So
2 down. Here's Zach Poore.
Zach Poore's 1 for 2 on the day. The fly out to deep center and a really hard hit ball to right. So love to see Zach hold on this ball and drive it down the left field line and score.
Carroll, the tying run out there at second base. Or Poore gives this one a ride to right field, but it's going to go foul. Boy, hit that ball well.
I could tell by Zach's reaction there that he got around on that one a little bit too quick. So
Zach has 3 homers on the year. Bats .390. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball popped up. This one looks like it may stay in play. The pitcher, Gerald's calling for it, and he will make the catch, and that will end the Walbert Trucking 5th inning. Scotties leave a man stranded in scoring position.
Joe, the Scotties have no runs on 1 hit, no errors by the Falcons, and 1 man left on base for the Scotties. So after 5, we are the Falcons of Monroe County 3 and the Scotties of Glasgow 2.
Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant.
We go to the Kentucky Farm Bureau top of the 6th inning with Glasgow trailing Monroe County by a score of 3-2, and Wade Carnahan due up for Monroe County, followed by Reese Bartley and Travis Wood. Let's take a quick look at Austin Parker's big strikeout with the bases loaded back in the top of the 5th that got the Scotties out of trouble. That's the HVAC Services instant replay. And the first pitch of the inning from to Carnahan misses upstairs.
Joe, Carnahan's 1 for 2 for the day. Struck out his first time up and got a base hit between short Parker his last time.
The 1-0 pitch grounded just foul down the third base line.
Another very close call over there.
1 ball, 1 strike to Carnahan, who has a .271 average. Scotties will round out the regular season tomorrow with a road game at Greene County. And then will not play again until next Tuesday when they take on Warren East in the district semifinals at 6 o'clock over at Allen County Scottsville High School. We'll have the broadcast of that one for you starting around 5:50. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Parker. And that one, boy, looked pretty good from here. Misses somehow. 2-1.
Hasn't called that one today, Joe. That inside strike hasn't got that pitch. Austin usually works inside pretty well.
And this 2-1 misses way upstairs. That one got away from Parker a little bit. Trying to avoid a leadoff walk here to start the 6th. The 3-1 now. In there for a strike. Parker into the windup and delivers. And strike 3 called. Carnahan was ready to toss his bat to the third base dugout. He thought he had drawn a walk, but umpire rings him up for out number 1 here in the 6th.
Glad we got that call. It's the same pitch that they called a strike on Weston in the last inning, so as long as he's consistent with it, we'll take it. But
here's Reese Bartley.
Reese is 1 for 2 on the day with a walk.
Bounced the first pitch off out of play.
Had a base hit in the 3rd and flew out to center in the 4th.
The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Parker with the 0-2.
Sort of slipped on the mound there, Joe.
Sure did. Went to his knees, as a matter of fact, after he let that ball go. Missed inside with it. 1-2 now. Parker with a pitch. That one's outside. 3-2 lead for Monroe County. We are in the top of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning. The 2-2 is low and in the dirt. Bases are empty here. It's a 3-2 count to the Monroe County leadoff hitter, Reese Bartley. And I think Austin Parker would like to have another baseball, and our umpire is out of them, so he'll get a fresh set from the Glasgow coaching staff here. Payoff pitch from Austin Parker. And just outside, so that'll be a 1-out walk issued to Reese Bartley.
Austin's 5th walk of the day, Joe. Travis Wood coming up to bat. Wood is 1 for 2 with a base hit to left center his last time up.
And a ground ball to the right side. It's going to get by Poor. And he able to recover, but not soon enough to be able to get the out at first base there. So runners now on the corners. Still just 1 away. That'll bring up Caden Geralds.
Call that one a base hit. Ball got down the line, and Zach sort of knocked it down with his glove, and it squirted away from him, and he just couldn't get the ball back to Austin in time.
And we'll get another visit to the mound here by Glasgow pitching coach Cord Glass, and I think we're going to get a pitching change this time. And it looks like the new pitcher is going to be Peyton Limley for the Scotties. So we'll make that change here on our board as Parker exits the ball game with the runner at first base. Glasgow trailing by a score of 3-2 here in the top of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning.
Joe Austin pitched 5 1/3 innings, saw 29 batters, had 3 strikeouts, 5 walks. Falcons had 9 hits. Austin gave up 3 runs, all of which were earned. And he is responsible for the 2 runners that are still on base.
Peyton Limley will look at his numbers on the season. He is 2-3 on the year, a 6.39 ERA. He has struck out 13, walked 14. He's thrown 23 innings, and he is making his 14th appearance on the mound for the Scotties. 9 of those appearances have been in relief.
Yeah, Peyton's been our guy that has come in some tough situations, Joe, and throws the ball well, throws strikes, throws to contact, and usually gets us out of some binds.
He's a sophomore right-hander. While he finishes up his warm-up tosses, let's once again remind you that school's almost out, but the deals are just getting started at Don Franklin. You can choose from thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for most makes and models. You can hurry into Don Franklin or DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Joe, the pitcher, Caden Gerald's coming up for Tompkinsville, or for Monroe County. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a base hit over the top of Hudson's head, left center, and then ground out to short and flew out to the pitcher. Expect Monroe County to do something here with runners on first and third as far as putting Wood in motion here.
And Limley will step off the rubber here. There goes Wood to second base, and the Scotties just going to let him have it without a throw. So 2 men in scoring position now for the Falcons. The pitch to Gerald was a ball.
Scotty's infield's coming in. Hopefully knock down the run at home plate if they need be.
The 1-0 from Limley. Ground ball that's going to get through into left field. Bartley comes in to score from third base. Wood goes from second to third. It's an RBI single for Gerald's. Tough situation there. If the Scotties have their infielders at regular depth, that's probably a routine ground ball there for Gum, but run would have scored anyway. They would have maybe had the out at first. So just one of those things where you play the numbers, and didn't work out for the Scotties that time.
Yep.
4-2 lead from Monroe County.
Looks like we've got a runner for the Monroe County Falcons, and I can't tell Joe what his number is.
I'm trying to pick it up, Matt, but he won't turn around for me. It is number 8, it looks like, Matt, and that would be James Hudson for the Falcons.
Got a good last name.
And he takes off for second base, and the Scotties throw down to third base to try to catch Wood napping down there, but he is not. So, again, 2 more runners in scoring position.
Bryson reached on a fielder's choice his last time up, hit the ball to the shortstop and to the first baseman.
Monroe County up 4-2. Breaking ball, grounded to driver at second base. Bobbles it, going to have to hurry to get the out at first. He does. But another run comes in to score. Travis Wood makes it 5-2 Falcons here in the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning.
Ball got up into JoJo a little bit there and sort of prevented him from even looking at home to make that play, Joe, and then had to rush. Knuckles got some good speed going down the line, but was able to get the out at first.
That'll bring up Briar Burke.
Briar with a ball hit over JoJo's head the last time for base hit to right, flew out to center and grounded to short.
Limley starts him with a strike at the low end of the strike zone there.
He's been consistent the last three of those pitches we've seen, Joe, but I would say they've all three been low in my book, but mine doesn't count.
Now the 0-1. Breaking ball, and that looked about in the same spot, but that one's not called. Ball 1.
Doesn't appear to like the curveball at that spot.
One pitch is a chopper to third base, and Carroll has it. He'll throw to first. It's in the dirt, but Poor able to dig it out of there. And that'll save the Scotties another run as Monroe County able to put 2 across the plate here in the Kentucky Farm Bureau 6th inning, and they now have a 3-run lead in this one.
Yeah, Joe, the Falcons scored 2 runs on 2 hits, left 1 runner on base, and no errors by the Scotties. So after 5.5, it's the Falcons 5, the Scotties 2.
We'll take a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
For the Scotties here in the bottom of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning, it'll be 4, 5, 6 hitters. Davey Williams, Ryland Furlong, and Boone Hatton. Monroe County has extended its lead to 5-2. And Davey Williams will step up to the plate here to get us started in the bottom of the 6th.
Davies 1 for 2, started off in the 4th inning and got us going, Joe, and ended up Landon Martin with a pinch run for him, and he ended up scoring our first run. So hopefully we can get Davey, get us something started here.
And he gets hit by the pitch. Not unusual for Davey at all, unfortunately.
No, that is number 13 on the year for Davey.
Next closest is 7 for Boone Hatton. So Williams, that baseball likes to find him when he's in the batter's box.
And I'm assuming we're going to have a pinch courtesy runner, which will be Landon Martin again. Ryland Furlong up, base hit down the left field line. His first time up, and walked his last time up on 4 straight pitches.
And the first pitch to him called a strike there in that same area where it's been pretty consistently called low, but we think it's low. But
it's one advantage of the spot we have, Joe. We can tell where that ball catches the knee.
Here's the 0-1, grounded back up the middle. That'll be a South Central Bank base hit. And Landon Martin kind of trips going around the bag at second there, and he has to go back to the bag for that reason.
Bartley really got a late jump on it in center, Joe, and had Landon not slipped, and it's happened to both teams here a lot, he probably would have been standing at third. But we'll take, finally have pieced together 2 consecutive base runners.
So the potential tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Boone Hatton will be the hitter.
Boone is got a base hit his last time up and a sacrifice his first time.
And he gets hit by the pitch. And Hatton has now been hit 8 times on the season. So he and Williams, the 2 leading candidates for the Scotties, are being hit by pitches, and they both get hit by one here in the 6th.
You know, Joe, Caden is at 63 pitches, which is actually pretty good at this level. But he also did throw 71 pitches on Friday night for Monroe County. So, that could be putting him a little pressure on. It looks like they've got somebody number 1, number 5.
Down there in the bullpen.
Number 5 is warming up in the dugout, and that would be, if my numbers are right.
That's Bryce Warren, Matt.
Bryce Warren.
Yep.
Okay.
Gerald's is going to stay in the ball game here. Bases are loaded for the Scotties, so Glasgow with a chance to get themselves right back in this thing. Currently, they trail 5-2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning. JoJo Driver will be the hitter.
JoJo's tried to get on twice on bunts, and the pitcher's made 2 good plays on him both times. He's 0 for 1. One was a sacrifice, one was for a base hit. So hopefully JoJo's at least seen the ball hit the bat and can be able to find it here.
First pitch he sees misses low.
Bam Nolly standing on deck, and hopefully we can keep this inning going.
Gerald's working from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch, also low. If your driver may be taken until you see a strike here.
Yep, he's really, hit Patton on the first pitch, and Furlong got the base hit and then hit. Nice pitch.
There is a strike.
Okay.
Right at the belt.
JoJo Speed can put him in some pressure here, so if we can get the ball hit somewhere on the infield where he can push. Infield is playing back other than on the corners.
The 2-1 is way upstairs. So now Gerald's has to throw a strike.
And JoJo hopefully sitting here on a fastball and gets the barrel going quick and can get the ball hit hard somewhere.
The pitch misses outside, and that will walk a run in as Landon Martin will come in to score, who was courtesy running for Davey Williams.
Landon's second run of the game for the Scotties.
Cuts the Monroe County lead to 5-3, and now we're going to get another visit to the mound, and this may be it for Caden Geralds. Head coach Ashley Geralds makes the visit this time. So we'll see if they call on Bryce Warren, who has been warming up in the bullpen. We see Wood headed to the dugout, so I don't know, maybe he's going to come in and pitch.
Looks like he is.
I think that's what's going to happen. So let's take a look at the numbers for Travis Wood on the season here.
Joe, let me give you
right,
Gerald's real quick while you get that. Gerald's with 5 innings for Monroe County, doesn't have an out into the 6th yet. He's responsible for all 3 runners on base. He saw 25 batters, had 2 strikeouts with 3 walks, gave up 6 hits to the Scotties, 3 runs, 2 of which are earned, and of course he's still got the 3 on the base pass, and he hit 2 batters.
So Travis Wood, the new pitcher for Monroe County, is a left-hander. He is 1-3 on the season record-wise, has a 9.66 ERA. He has struck out 20, walked 21. He's thrown 16 2/3 innings, and he is making his 9th appearance on the mound for Monroe County. 6 of those 9 have come in relief. As Matt said, coming in a tough spot here with the bases loaded, nobody out. Scotties already have 1 run in as Gerald's just walked a run in. 5-3 lead for the Falcons. We're in the bottom of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning.
Bam Nolly up for the Scotties. Bam, in his last at bat, Joe lined out to the second baseman. Second baseman had a good play on him to end the 4th.
Wood's first pitch misses up and in. Bam, a .244 hitter, has 16 RBIs. Wood with the 1-0. That one's in there for a called strike. Gerald's, by the way, went to first base as he and Wood just changed positions here. Swing and a miss by Nolly as he was late on that pitch.
Very nice off-speed pitch there. I think Bam was definitely looking for the fastball there, and Wood threw a very good pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Wood misses inside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Wood comes set. Pitch from the lefty. Ground ball back to Wood. He's going to come home for the force out there. They'll go to first base, and they get the out there. So a 1-2-3 double play turned by the Falcons. Boone Hatton goes to third. JoJo Driver goes to second. So there are still 2 runners in scoring position for the Scotties, but 2 away now. Your hitter will be the right fielder, Stephen Garrett.
Good play at first base by Gerald. I'm assuming it looks like that ball was low, and I couldn't see that he came up with it. I'm assuming he did on a scoop. And
first pitch to Garrett in there for a strike. Stephen didn't think so.
Flown out to the shortstop and second baseman. His first 2 time was up.
Here's the 0-1. Garrett will pop it up foul out of play.
Like to see Steve-O get a base hit here and keep this going so we can get Weston up.
0-2 pitch. Breaking ball is low. Monroe County 5, Glasgow 3. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wood with a 1-2. That one's outside. Scotties have the tying run in scoring position at second base.
And with speed, so with 2 outs and with JoJo's speed, anything gets to the outfield, JoJo should score.
Boone Hatton at third. Wood with a 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Garrett down on strikes. It's an Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout for Travis Wood. Scotty's going to strand 2 runners in scoring position, and Glasgow gets the 1 run across, but they continue to trail by 2 as we will go to the 7th inning.
Joe, the Scotties got 1 run on 1 hit. Left 2 people on base, no errors by the Falcons. So after 6 complete, the Falcons 5, the Scotties 3.
We'll take a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Right now, in a Hardee's kitchen near you, there's somebody hand-breading 100% white meat fillets to make you small batch golden fried chicken from scratch. For a taste that's pure, tender love and goodness, down to the very last crumb. Hardee's new hand-breaded tender platter. 100% white meat tenders served with garlic toast, fries, slaw, and an ice-cold beverage. Order ahead on the Hardee's app.
Want to slash your cable bill? Save over $20 a month with MyStream TV from SCRTC. The savings alternative with the same great channel lineup you've always been accustomed to. Packages as low as $85 even include internet, at least 200 meg. This is a no-brainer. No more cable boxes, just an app. And you even get an extra stream. Wait till we show you catch-up TV. Compare your current service to the new MyStream TV from SCRTC. 678-2111. Call and save today.
Peyton Limley with his first pitch of the top of the 7th inning, and it is fouled off here by Caleb Stinson. 5-3 lead for Monroe County over the Scotties. So we go to the top of the 7th. Stinson, a 303 hitter. Matt, what's he done today?
Let's see here. Caleb got a base hit to center and flew out to the second baseman and to the left fielder. So he's 1 for 3 on the day.
Found this pitch off. 0-2 to him now.
6, 7, 8 up for the Falcons. We need to try to come out of this without giving up a run and give us a chance for the top of our order in the bottom of the 7th.
Limley with a pitch, and it misses low. And Noah Hagan, Caleb Cook are the other 2 due up.
Both of which have hit the ball pretty well today. So
Limley into the windup. The 1-2 pitch is a curveball, grounded to Gum at shortstop. He's got it. The throw is on target. 1 away. And that will bring up Noah Hagan.
Noah walked his last time. He's 1 for 2. Had the base hit to the left side and grounded out to the shortstop. Nice
pitch in there for a strike. Hagan, the freshman second baseman. The 0-1. That one's low.
I'll vote outside.
Low or outside. We can't tell inside or outside from where we are. Low and high we can tell. Now the 1-1. And this is a fly ball to center field. Boone Hatton on his horse, and nobody's going to be able to get there. One of those seeing eye singles that fell right between 3 converging Scottie players. As you had Ryland Furlong, Boone Hatton, Hudson Gum all trying to get to it, but nobody could. It fell right between all 3 of them. So that'll be a South Central Bank base hit there for Hagan. It brings up the DH, Caleb Cook.
CNI single.
That's right.
Caleb doubled in the first, walked in the 4th, and struck out looking in the 5th.
Curveball from Limley misses. The ball 1. And here's a hard shot into left field. That's another South Central Bank base hit. So back-to-back hits here for the Falcons with 1 away in the 7th. Have runners at first and second, and with the right fielder Wade Carnahan due up.
Carnahan's 1 for 3 on the day, Joe. Base hit to left field and struck out looking his last time up. Looked like we are going to have a pinch runner, number 4. Looks like Turner, Joe?
Yeah, Caleb Turner, who's the player who's being hit for by Caleb Cook. So Turner just running for Cook in the position where he would be hitting.
Probably squashes the DH when he pulls the DH out and enters the player in. So, yeah, squashes the DH. Now Caleb Turner would be in the batting order in that spot.
Baseball score for you. Edmonson County and Warren East all tied up at 6. They're all tied up at 4 at the end of the 6th inning. Berrien County continues to lead Nelson County 6-0 through 4 innings of play. Limley with the pitch. Carnahan will pop it up to the right side. And the catch made, I believe, by Zach Poor is who made the catch in foul territory.
Yep. Fly out to Zach there, Joe. Definitely good call.
We're totally blocked out on that, but I was just making an educated guess as to who made that play.
We were able to keep the runners at first and second, and Reese Bartley, the top of the Falcons lineup. Reese has walked twice, flown out to center, and had a base hit to left center.
2 down now here in the 7th. Limley with the pitch. Misses upstairs. Berrien County and Nelson County have now completed 5 innings, and it's Berrien County on top 6-0 still. Here's the 1-0. That one's upstairs.
Got Travis Wood on deck, Joe. He's 2 for 3 for the day, so really need to.
3 straight balls to Bartley. That one misses high as well.
See Peyton battle the whole way back, so I'd say Bartley is definitely watching this one as he fakes squares to bunt, and
right down the middle there, 3-1. Runners at first and second. Here's Limley sets the pitch off the handle, fouled off to the left side. Monroe County 5, Glasgow 3, top of the 7th inning here at Sam Royse Field. Got 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Bartley.
Base runners will be moving here on the pitch, Joe, so
There go the runners, and the pitch is high, so that'll be a walk. Loads the bases, and that will bring up first baseman Travis Wood, top hitter on the team average-wise with a .417 average.
Travis with the base hits in the 5th and the 6th. The base hit in the 6th was down the first baseline. Base hit in the 5th was between short and third, and grounded out to JoJo in the 1st.
Lemley with his first pitch of this at bat. It's a breaking ball, and it got by Williams, but he's able to keep it close enough here. That one just went off the end of his glove. Runners do not try to advance.
Got a nice assist by the home plate umpire. We appreciate that.
The 1-0, or the Wood now gives this one a ride to right center field. This ball hit really well, but Boone Hatton calling for it out there, and he'll make the catch. Thought it was hit a little bit better than it actually was. Thought it may have had a chance to get out of here, but Hatton had more than enough room to work with out there in center field, and the Falcons will leave the bases loaded here in the 7th. Scotty's going to have at least 2 to keep playing as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Matt will give you these numbers here.
Joe, the Falcons got no runs on 2 hits. 3 runners left on base, and no errors by the Scotties after 6.5. Monroe County Falcons 5, the Glasgow Scotties 3.
We'll take a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Scotties have the top of the order due up here in the bottom of the 7th. They trail 5-3. Weston Carroll at the plate, and he will ground the first pitch to the second baseman. Hagan has it. He'll go to first base, 1 away.
Not the way we were hoping to start that inning, Joe, but still got 2, 3, and 4 coming up with Hudson, Zach, and Davey. So hopefully we can get something going with these 2 and try to get a couple of runs across.
Hudson Gum coming up.
Hudson is 0 for 2 on the day. Line drive to the second baseman.
Travis Wood delivers a fastball. Gum hits it in the air foul and out of play to the right side.
Struck out his last time.
Wood sets the 0-1. And strike 2 called at the knees. Good fastball there from Wood.
Sure was.
Here's the 0-2. And that one's low. Falcons trying to hang on for their second win of the season over the Scotties. Glasgow had won 8 straight against Monroe County before losing to the Falcons back in March of this season in Tompkinsville. This pitch misses as well, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Wood misses outside.
Full count here. Still protect the plate. Find a way to get on base. Get the bat into Zach's hand with somebody on base.
And Gum pops this one up foul. It's going to get out of play.
Tough one to let go there, Joe. That one might have been up in the strike zone, but not willing to take a chance there for sure. Got to foul it off and find one that you can hit somewhere.
Another payoff pitch coming, and Gum fouls it off. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wood has the pitch he wants and delivers. And it misses outside. Gum will draw the 1-out walk here in the 7th, and that brings the tying run to the plate in the form of Zach Poore.
Zach could make this real interesting with one solid swing of the bat. Hits fastball really well and gets one going here. This could be a tie ball game with one swing of the bat.
Zach has 3 homers on the year. Wood throws over to first base. Gum back in easily. Poore batting .390 on the season.
Zach's 1 for 3 on the day with a double, base hit in the first.
Backs up out of the way of this pitch, 1-0 to him.
Flew out to the center fielder and flew out to the pitcher his last time up.
Wood with the pitch. And to chopper back up the middle. Wood makes a nice play, fields it there.
He's going to call Hudson out.
And now we're going to get runner interference here, and that's going to be the end of the ball game.
Yep.
As Hudson Gum slid into second base, he collided with the shortstop there who was trying to make the throw to first, and that is runner interference, and that will end the baseball game as the Scotties will fall by a final score of 5-3 here to the Monroe County Falcons. Glasgow dropping to 11-20 on the season. Monroe County improves to 11-15-1, and they have swept the Scotties in the season series. Matt, you got the numbers in that inning there?
Yeah, Joe, the Scotties have no runs on no hits and nobody left on base, no errors by the Falcons. So after the game's over, the Falcons 5, the Scotties 3.
So we'll come back in a moment on our Don Franklin Auto postgame show. Take a look at the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. We'll have our Hardee's play of the game. We'll also look at our SCRTC player of the game, and we'll hear from Glasgow head coach Cameron Garman. Again, your final score, Monroe County 5, Glasgow 3. We're back after a 5-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant. South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Right now, in a Hardee's kitchen near you, there's somebody hand-breading 100% white meat fillets to make you small batch golden fried chicken from scratch for a taste that's pure tender love and goodness down to the very last crumb. Hardee's new hand-breaded tender platter, 100% white meat tenders served with garlic toast, fries, slaw, and an ice-cold beverage. Order ahead on the Hardee's app.
If you already have internet through SCRTC, there's a pretty good chance your speed just went up, maybe even paying less. And if you don't, check on fiber optic with SCRTC in your area because 500 meg is now only $70. That's 500 down and upload. And if you want more speed, SCRTC got it, up to 5 gig of it. Make the switch right now at scrtc.com and we'll do the install free. This won't last forever. With unmatched customer support, SCRTC, your best and last internet provider.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
And now the Don Franklin Auto postgame show on WCLU. Brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers.
And now taking the field,
here's Joe Myers.
Monroe County here in the final regular season home game by a score of 5-3. Glasgow dropping to 11-20 on the season. Monroe County improving to 11-15-1. And we'll take a look just a moment at the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. But first, we'll look at our Hardee's play of the game. And for that, we go back to the top of the fifth inning when Monroe County had the bases loaded. And Austin Parker got a big strikeout to get Glasgow out of trouble. Monroe County did score one run in that inning, but it could have been much, much worse. A big strikeout for Austin Parker there in the top of the fifth inning to end the inning for Monroe County, and that is our Hardee's play of the game. Matt, you good to go?
I'm ready, Joe.
All right. We're going to turn things over to Matt Gum. He's going to take a look at the Garcia's Grill stats. Matt?
All right, we'll start with the Monroe County Falcons today. Bartley was 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and walked 3 times. Travis Wood was 2 for 4 with 1 run scored and 1 walk. Caden Geralds was 2 for 4. Bryson Knuckles was 0 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Briar Burke was 1 for 4. Caleb Stinson was 1 for 4. Noah Hagan was 2 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Caleb Cook was 2 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Wade Carnahan was 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. So the stat line there for Monroe County is 5 runs on 12 hits, 6 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Caden Gerald on the mound, 5 innings, 25 batters, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned, and 2 hits batsman. Travis Wood comes in and throws 2 innings, saw 5 batters, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, no hits, no runs, and no earned runs for Monroe County. And for the Scotties tonight, Weston Carroll was 2 for 3 with a walk. Hudson Gum was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Zach Poore 1 for 4 on the day. Davey Williams was 0 for 2. Landon Martin did score 2 runs, while courtesy running for Davey. Rylan Furlong was 2 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. Boone Hatton was 1 for 1 with an RBI today. He was hit for pitch and sacrificed his other. JoJo Driver 0 for 1 with a walk. Jackson Moore was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Bam Nolly came in and took over the DH position and was 0 for 2. And Stephen Garrett was 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. The Scotties box score was 3 runs on 6 hits. The Trojans doubled the amount of hits against the Scotties. The Scotties struck out 3 times and walked 4. On the mound, we had Austin Parker saw 29 batters, pitched 5 1/3 inning, had 3 strikeouts, 5 walks, 9 hits, 5 runs, all 5 runs earned. Peyton Limley came in reserve for the Scotties and pitched an inning and 2/3, saw 9 batters, no strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits, no runs, and no earned runs for Peyton.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. That is the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats as the Scotties fall by a final score of 5-3. And while we wait on head coach Cameron Garman to come over here and join us, we will tell you that the Barron County-Nelson County baseball game has gone final, and Barron County defeats Nelson County 10-0 in 6 innings of play over there at Barron County High School. Now joined by Glasgow head coach Cameron Garman. And Cam, a tough game here for your ball club. Just kind of your thoughts on what you saw transpire here today.
I kind of just told the boys I think everybody can do a little bit better. I think I can do better. Pitchers can do better. We can have better at bats. Just wasn't a good day. We had opportunities there late and just didn't capitalize. Sometimes it doesn't go your way.
Austin Parker got the start, went 5 1/3 innings, faced 29 batters, struck out 3, walked 5, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs. By our count, all 5 of those were earned. Did you think Austin had his best stuff today?
I think not his best, obviously. Him walking 5 is pretty unusual, but he battled in and out there. He had a few good innings where he was working quick and got a lot of quick outs, and his pitch count kind of snuck up on us, and you look up and he's thrown 80-something pitches, and maybe you can kind of credit that to why he was walking guys late, but he's been pretty dependable all year long. Can't fault him too much. I'm proud of him. He goes out there and tries his best. Like I said, sometimes you got to have a little bit more run support and support your pitcher there. But I was proud of him. He did his best, and he'll be ready to go next week.
Do you anticipate that he will be your game starter for the district semifinals against Warren East on Tuesday?
Yeah, he'll definitely be an option. We've got him. Davy's still throwing it really well. Zach can still throw. Bass didn't throw. He threw there that second game against East, but that's kind of when his arm started hurting a little bit and he wasn't throwing 100%. So we'll have everybody available. We'll just see what our options are when we get there.
All righty. You take a look at what you guys did offensively today. And Weston Carroll was 2 for 3 on the day and drew a walk. I thought maybe Rylan Furlong had one of his better days at the plate, at least the games that we've seen this year, Cameron. He was 2 for 2, scored a run. He also drew a walk, so he was on base all 3 times that Rylan came up.
Yeah, I'm super proud of Rylan. These last few games, he's been about as solid as you could be up there at the plate. I've kind of worked him up to the middle of the lineup, and I noticed here lately, like he won't strike out. knock on wood, he hasn't been striking out. He's been putting the ball in play, giving himself a chance, and the ball's been falling in the holes and doing really well for us. I'm really, really proud of him.
You wrap up the regular season tomorrow on the road at Greene County, and then you've got a full week off before you take on Warren East in the district semifinals over at Allen County Scottsville High School a week from tomorrow. Was that designed, Cameron, to have that much time off to kind of get your pitching lined up and get things ready the way you want them to be on Tuesday for that district ball game?
Yeah, a little bit. I do think rest is important there late, and then it kind of just worked out that way. I think originally I scheduled right at 36 games. I didn't want to overschedule and end up having to cancel on somebody my first year and make somebody mad.
Yeah.
But just kind of the way it worked out. But I think rest will be good, kind of reset. I really want to get some good practice days in. Hopefully the weather cooperates, because when you start playing, you don't get a lot of practice time, and I think that could really benefit us getting a lot of good practice out here on the field.
Certainly not looking past the game against Greene County tomorrow, because you want to win that regular season finale, I know, but when you look ahead to that Warren East game in the district semifinals, Cam, you guys have played them twice, obviously, during the regular season. They won both regular season matchups. What has to happen for your ball club to go over there and get a win against Warren East next week?
They've actually beat us 3 times. They
played us
in the 2A tournament.
That's right.
I just told the boys, sometimes you get in this slump, and also at the same time, this thing will turn on a dime, and you'll go on a little run, and like I said, things fall your way sometimes. You just got to have some mental toughness, got to stay with it, got to grind this thing out. And they know they can play with anybody. We've shown this all year long. And like I said, I've just, mental toughness and having a good attitude, staying positive is kind of what I've been preaching. So hopefully we stick with it, and we're going to get after them.
Cam, we appreciate your time as always after every ball game, and we'll see you next Tuesday over there at Allen County as you take on Warren East in the district semifinals.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Cameron Garman, his ball club falling here 5-3 to the Monroe County Falcons in the regular season home finale for the Scotties. As Matt talked about earlier, there is a chance that Glasgow would play another home game here. They would have to win the 15th district tournament, and then they would host the first round region game against whoever their opponent would be. So they could possibly play another game here, but this is certainly the regular season finale here at Sam Royse Field. We've got one more break we need to take here on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show. We also need to tell you about our SCRTC player of the game, and we'll do that on the other side of this 2-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Back here on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show, where Glasgow falls by a final score of 5-3 to the Monroe County Falcons. We need to take a look at our SCRTC player of the game, and we are going to go with the senior left fielder, Rylan Furlong, today. Rylan had a nice day at the plate. He reached base every time he came up. He was 2 for 2 on the day. He scored a run, and he also drew a walk. So Rylan Furlong, our SCRTC Player of the Game. Congratulations to Rylan on that honor. So that will wrap up our regular season spring sports broadcasts here. We are done for this week as, again, the Scottie baseball team finishes their regular season on the road tomorrow at Greene County. Lady Scottie softball team does have 3 more games, but all 3 of those are on the road, so no more softball games for you either. And we can also tell you that the Lady Scotties are, has that game gone final yet? They are in the bottom of the 7th inning against Franklin Simpson, and Franklin leads that game by a score of 13-2 over there at Glasgow High School. So, again, our next broadcast will be a softball game. It'll be the 15th District semifinal contest between the Glasgow Scotties and the district's top seed, the Barron County Trojanettes. It is a 5:30 first pitch over at Allen County Scottsville High School. Our broadcast on the air next Monday right around 5:20 or so here on WCLU. We doubt that we will be able to have a live stream for you. We've not had any success over there at Allen County Scottsville whenever we've tried to live stream a ball game. They just don't have very good signal over there for us to be able to do that. We'll do our best, but at the very least we'll try to get it recorded for you and get it on YouTube so you can go back and watch it after the fact if we are not able to live stream. But certainly you can tune in to here on the radio. We'll have live coverage of it. Again, 5:20 broadcast time. First pitch 5:30 as Barron County and Glasgow go at it in the 15th District softball tournament semifinals. Our next baseball broadcast will be the following night on Tuesday of next week when Glasgow plays their district semifinal game against the second-seeded Warren East Raiders. That game is set for a 6 o'clock first pitch on Tuesday, so I'll broadcast on the air around 5:50 or so here on WCLU. So that wraps things up for us here today. I want to say thank you to Jonathan Talley back at the studio for his work on the board there. And also thanks to Matthew Clark for our video production. Again, we were not able to get this this game on the air live for you on YouTube, but it is going to be on there. If you'd like to go back and watch it on a recorded basis, it will be there for you to do that. Our thanks as well to Matt Gum on color commentary and stats. Once again, your final score, Monroe County 5, Glasgow 3. Scotties falling to 11-20 on the year. Monroe County improving to 11-15-1. I'm Joe Myers. Thanks for listening, everybody.
This has been Glasgow Scotties Baseball on WCLU. Presented by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. Glasgow High School Sports is on. Your home for local WCLU.